today. From the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now a Louisiana native, a star at nearby LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. Finds a seam inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's
touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's polished off by a Viking score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Reddick to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The numbers for Brown from a week ago. Unfortunately, his effort not enough to help put him over the hump in that defeat.
And let's face it, this is a guy who absolutely hates to lose. When we talked with him, he wasn't talking about the plays he made, was it?
No.
So the plays he didn't make. It's absolutely the mark of a true pro. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On third down. Bradley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Reddick. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And the Vikings are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Edwards-Helaire. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. We'll check on his status when we get back. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Reddick. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Reddick sets to pass it. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Can own the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
All you got to do is, and Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
From the 31, Rodgers. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll run on first down. It's Bradley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Inside the red zone here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Reddick, he finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Saints! A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And now cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't a strong touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And to give this time to the tailback. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. In trouble, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. From the 29, Reddick. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Aleem McNeil able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gano's kick is right through. And And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. A quick pass to Kupp. And he's got this down to the 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now it's Rodgers. Got some real estate inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that lap.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Roquan Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down he'll go at the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
But they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Finding Hardman. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point